Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at how your destiny is currently changing. To do this reading, we'll be pulling out 3 cards from this deck. By the way, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. Also, if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, you will also find a timestamp for that in the description box, which will take you straight to the part of the introduction where we shuffle your cards and find out which pile Spirit is picking for you today. Otherwise, if you prefer to pick your piles using your intuition, please stick around and we'll find out what your cards are for today's reading. For pile number 1, you've got the card Bargaining. For pile number 2, you've got the card Common Ground. And for pile number 3, you've got the card Bargaining Again. You know, it's crazy. I didn't even know that there were 2 cards, similar cards in this deck. What? I've never seen this. I'm just going to trust the process, guys. And I'm sure each one will have a different point of view. If you're drawn to both, I mean, they're already showing us there's a huge link. So yeah, I'll just keep it as it is. Very interesting surprise. It would be really unwise, in my opinion, to play in any synchronicity that is meant to happen. So cool. I never knew that there were, like, I don't see any other card really being, except for these extra cards which I didn't take out, but I didn't know that there is like yeah, well, it is what it is. Really cool. Right. So if you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, then let me add these right now. Okay. So for pile number 1, you've got the quartz in the shape of a squirrel. For pile number 2, you've got the tiger's eye. And for pile number 3, you've got the Lodalite. There. Right, so take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the messages that are meant for you today. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in a moment I'm about to assign different zodiac signs to each pile. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, welcome to this part of the introduction, which was created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. I think we need one more here. There we go. And the signs for pile number 3 are now ready. Right, let's see what we've got for today's reading. For pile number 1, your signs are Gemini, Virgo, Libra, as well as Cancer. The signs for pile number 2 are Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, as well as Aries. And for pile number 3, the signs are Pisces, Sagittarius, Capricorn, as well as Leo. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using any other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. These are just different suggestions to make it easier and more enjoyable for you to find your pile. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, which will take you straight to your readings, your timestamps, which will take you straight to your readings. And also, please note that the next section is all about spirit picking your pile. If this is something that you're interested in trying out today, then please stick around. If this is something that you're not interested in today, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer for spirit to pick your pile, welcome to this part of the introduction. As we do, we assign a different tarot card to each pile. The Magician will be presenting pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, and the Empress pile number 3. I will be shuffling your cards around, and one of them will stand out, and I will know that this is your chosen pile today. There we go. So we've got pile number 2. So, my dear soul family, these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile. I truly hope you've enjoyed them. You know the drill. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. Wish you all the best and hope that this reading brings the clarity that you need in this part of your life. And my dear soul family, I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at how you've just changed your destiny. These are the decks that I will be using. And if you're interested, of course, in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. And very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful clear quartz in the shape of a squirrel. And if your significator card, is the bargaining card. Very interestingly, it's the same card as pile number 3. That was a first time for me. So I would right off the bat say, if you're drawn to pile number 3, I highly recommend it, of course. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Gemini, Virgo, Libra, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okie dokie, so let's get straight to it. You've got Venus. I love the colors in the card. All right. You've got Resistance. So like a professional trap or something. Some of the keywords here are passive resistance, unassertiveness, avoidance, indecision, indeterminacy, like indetermination probably, lack of momentum. Let me check how this is pronounced. Indeterminacy. And it means specifically the state of not being measured, counted, or clearly known. Okay, it looks like you're not sure about something. You're avoiding something. passive resistance. Right, we'll find out in a moment. So you've got details obsession. Again, in both cards, you've got professional trap. There's a stress level. It doesn't have to be, of course, your professional life. It could be something that you're trying to achieve, right? So in any case, here it says chronic dissatisfaction, unable to delegate, rigidity, critical judgment, unrealistic demands, financially unprofitable. Very interesting, the sort of energy that is appearing in your reading. We'll trust the process, and I'm sure I'll understand what your situation is about here the more we look at your cards. You've got the cave. Also, the cave intuitively reminds me of caving into something. That could be another thing. And you've got the heart. Right. Now, very interesting cards. You've got Venus again, which we saw here. So that is like an important card for us. There's a highlight on Venus. We've got Venus in Capricorn. Again, Capricorn is the 10th house, which is about career or goals. So where it continues to be in alignment with what I'm noticing so far. And you've got bargaining. Right. So you've got the keyword convention. Right. I am picking up on the energy, but I still don't know what the situation really is and how you've changed your destiny. Most important thing. So I forgot the reading is about changing your destiny. Maybe you've changed something in this situation. Maybe this is about following your heart or not caving to what your heart wants in terms of your comfort zone. We'll find out. Right. Ooh, strength card. So as opposed to the resistance here, it looks like you've done something bold with the strength card, especially that we see the cave and the heart. Right. Oh, also, if we look at your significator card with bargaining, it does look to me like you've put your worries or what was creating this resistance into consideration, but at the same time, you didn't cave into your heart or like super comfort zone, maybe. And that's where the strength is, because the strength card also shows us something about the power of each side and how they respect each other's power and learn to work together. So it's not like you were entirely wrong when it comes to this resistance, whatever this is. Perhaps you were just too obsessed with the details. And at the same time, you're equally starting to respect something outside of your comfort zone that is equally powerful. So you're keeping these two things into consideration somehow. You've done something powerful recently when it comes to your goals or your work. You've got the 10 of Wands. And what you've done is carrying the responsibilities outside of your comfort zone. So it goes something like this with the bargaining here. I'm going to carry the load, the heavy load that is required outside of my comfort zone in order to both keep what is creating this resistance into consideration. There's something important there, but at the same time, do what is necessary in this situation. And I don't know how this translates into your life. I'm just reading energy here, but it looks like this has just changed your destiny. If we look at the highlight on the Venus, I would say Venus is all about abundance and love. So maybe it's in your love life, right? Maybe it's in your love life, although this is like professional trap, 2 cards in professional trap, but it could be to you, it's speaking in your love life. Also, Venus is your abundance, because Venus and professional 10th house, this is certainly for most of you abundance. So you've just changed your abundance and fortune and your income, because something here was financially unprofitable. You've just changed your momentum and your profitability by enduring something outside of your comfort zone, completely outside of your comfort zone, as you zoomed out of the details to look at both powers we've been discussing. So you've got the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is so cool because the Queen of Swords is all about doing what is right rather than following the heart. And that's what it is here. So you're doing what you know is right despite of what you're feeling, because your heart here is like, oh, stay in the comfort zone. Oh, don't take a risk. Maybe you're taking a risk. Yeah. The cave, you were too comfortable, too protected. Yeah. You're like, you were obsessing with details here, like, oh no, if I do this thing, then I'm absolutely going to be dissatisfied, chronic dissatisfaction. It's going to do this that I don't like, and it's going to do that I don't like. But being too in your comfort zone seems like it wasn't making you financially profitable, right? And this is where the indecision is. A part of you wants to be comfortable, and the other part of you wants to create with Venus this abundance. So you're taking the right action. You're very scared here. I think you're taking a very bold step, absolutely outside of your comfort zone. But with the Queen of Swords, you know that's the right thing to do. Maybe you're like, I'm just going to go and talk to my boss and speak about my rights. It's scary. It's absolutely outside of your comfort zone. But you're like, you know what? I can't be scared of everything. I got to go and present my work and speak up for myself. And sometimes when you speak up for yourself, you get your rights. Or this is you maybe going something like, oh, I'm too scared to invest in something. Put in my time and money into this side project. I'm so scared, but you're like, you know what? We're going to put our fears aside and we're going to do just that. So I don't know how it resonates in your life. These were just examples, but it is the type of energy that I'm picking up for this pile. You've got the Sun card, and look at that. Le voyage à travers l'impossible. You're doing something that you otherwise thought was impossible. Oh my God. So you're opening up your mind and your eye towards something that you otherwise would have thought was absolutely crazy, not to mention impossible to do before. And that is the right step that you're taking that is changing your destiny. You've got the Two of Cups. And you've got the Hierophant. Oh, wow. You know, the Two of Cups is reciprocity. So you put in that risk, you get something back that you really love with the Two of Cups. You put in that bold risk with every bit of your heart, loving that risk. Crazy, but here it's something that you are doing. So maybe it's not crazy anymore. Maybe it is something that you're already doing. So you are taking a step, a bold one, and you're loving that you're taking that step, although it's scary. It will give you back what you put in. That's for sure. This is a card of reciprocity, the Two of Cups. And the Hierophant shows that this whole move that you're making now is going to put you in a very powerful situation, powerful position even, whether position at work or a position in life, that other people will learn and observe specifically from you. I don't know, you're giving off the energy of being the first to do something because of the impossible here, and the Hierophant, learning from the Hierophant. Looks like it. You're doing something a little bit crazy because of the impossible, it's a lot, really risky. And there's something about others learning from you, from that bold step that you will be taking. What are they learning from you? Ten of Swords and the World, how to end their misery. You're going to be a great example, a great teacher for others. Many people will learn after you. Maybe this is like people in your team going, oh my God, this was brilliant. Did you see how pile number one changed their misery in a move from 10 of swords to the world? Wow, what a brilliant move. Because you're taking a risk that otherwise maybe seemed to you and others impossible. Now, there's something crazy. I keep seeing two people. I don't know, is it you and someone else? Maybe you're going to partner with someone and both of you are taking this bold step. Maybe it's you and a friend, colleague who are taking this step. Just an intuitive feeling because of the twos that I'm seeing in your cards. In any case, maybe it's you and the person you're bargaining with, right? Yeah, that could be another thing. And for some of you, there's a hint of a love reading here, the heart, the Two of Cups, all the twos I'm seeing. So weirdly enough, for some of you, this may not be a professional reading, but rather a relationship reading for some of you. Right, so it looks like so many people are going to be learning how to end such a painful pain point, a strong pain point, into having it all with the World card. I'm getting a feeling like that. I am so interested. Can we get more information about how you're changing your destiny? I'm sure your cards will explain this part, because here you're doing something like a master. You're doing something like a great professional. You're going from being professionally entrapped to being a great leader and a great example somehow. So let's get more information on this story and how your destiny in particular is changing, as we've learned from your story, and what steps are you going to be taking, what's happening. Let's find out the scoop. Okay, so you've got the Hanged Man. For a while with the Hanged Man and the cave, you're going to endure an uncomfortable situation, perhaps to make a point or to bargain. Oh, to make that bargain and to be able to win that bargain, this negotiation, to make this move successful, this impossible, risky thing successful, you will go through a period of being outside of your comfort zone. We know that, but also being super uncomfortable. We did talk about going outside of your comfort zone. So you're enduring a time of like a waiting time between the old world and the new world, between this transition we're seeing, in order to make this successful. So that's your bargain. That's how you're bargaining. Wow. And it will put you in a powerful situation, no doubt. This is your power move. Enduring the discomfort. I love this pile. Okay, and that creates the shift with the Two of Pentacles. Why does it create the shift? Because you could have landed something small, but being able to endure something like that lands you something much higher. You catch something much higher. And there's the catch here. In your situation without the bargain, I guess what you have is okay, but you're not happy with it at all. And your card is describing it as passive resistance, like not doing, avoiding to take a decision to make the best out of your situation. So you have something in your hands now and you want to land something bigger. And so the endurance here, you enduring that uncomfortable time, is what's going to make you be in the powerful position. It will attract towards you something way bigger than what you have right now. And that's the shift that's happening in your life. That is the shift in your destiny. let's now get more details on the shift of this destiny. Now that we've understood what you're going through, what you're going to do, and how you're changing your destiny right now, what is that shift? The High Priestess instantly reminded me of the Hierophant. Well, that shift will teach you a lot. Hierophant, High Priestess, because the High Priestess is the holder of the secret knowledge. And she's the veil between this world and the other world. So I keep getting this idea that you will learn so many secrets that maybe someone or a group of people don't want others to learn, or something about some secrets being kept from you. And as you go through this bargaining process, you get to learn a lot of things that perhaps weren't meant to be shared with you, right? It's kind of like that other person, your company, the market, I don't know, or that love person, yeah, whoever this is, was betting on the fact that you weren't going to be bold and go outside of your comfort zone to this extent. But going outside of your comfort zone teaches you how to do things. That's why others are learning from you, the secrecy. So you reveal some secrets, and it may not be secrets. Like maybe nobody's hiding anything from anybody, by the way. It's just that this is sort of information that you only find when you gain a specific level of expertise, when you go through a specific process. So it doesn't have to be, conspiracy, somebody's hiding something. But in any case, you're going to be gaining information that other people can't see unless they go through the path that you're going. And now that you're going through this path, you seem to be a leader, knowledgeable, that others will learn from. You know what this reminds me of? Maybe you're even going to be like using the information you've learned to teach others. It may become even your profession. I know this is like maybe 1% out there that may resonate with this part, but I always love to show you the different aspects that I'm seeing in your cards to help serve as many people as I can. So yeah, perhaps you are going to be knowledgeable with something and you will teach others like, hey, this is how it's properly done. Or maybe you're just teaching through example. You've taken an impossible step, you've landed something way bigger, than you've got other people going, oh, well, why don't we do that too? Hey, look at pile number 1. They've opened up this project, although they couldn't because of this and this and this and this and this. They went outside their comfort zone. They've made this success. Oh my God, we are feeling inspired to do the same. And that's how we inspire each other, like a community. We first do something that other people thought was impossible. It's funny, I just did a channeled reading about the impossible. I think this is your message. I will pin it in the comment section. I did it on my other channels, like a 5-7 minute channeled reading. If you want to check it out, I absolutely recommend it that you do. I will pin it in the first comment. But in any case, you're doing something impossible here and you're teaching others. It's funny that I channeled this impossible message. Perhaps it is something that the collective needs to hear, or maybe it was done for you, who knows. But with this impossible message, there are 3 videos on the other channel where I just woke up, channeled the message. I never do that. I picked up the camera and it overwhelmed my body so much that I just went downstairs and walked to just channel it out. The 3 days, I felt like there were messages that I needed to channel out. So this one is yours. It's one of the 3. I will, like I said, pin it in the comment section. All right. And I won't be doing these channeled messages unless I'm inspired. Like today didn't happen, so I didn't do it. So whenever this inspiration happens, I'm happy I have another channel in order not to disturb you here, and know that every time I channel something, it's 100% authentic. It's not in my schedule to just do a reading, although that's okay because that's where the magic happens as well. But in the other one, it's absolutely channeled. When I feel the urge, I'm just going to do it. All right. Sorry for the interruption, but it's just reminded me with the impossible here reading. All right. So you're going to reveal some information that others don't know, and many people are going to be inspired by what you have done, how you were able to overcome this pain point and get everything. Okay, let's now continue to take a look at your changed destiny, right? What is this changed destiny after all? So, you've got the Nine of Wands, protection, Three of Cups, you've protected yourself from something big. Maybe you've protected yourself from a previous destiny that could have, I don't want to say harmed you, but maybe didn't give you what you deserve. Death card, a huge transformation. Three of Wands. Wow, yeah, you've like I told you with the Death card and the Three of Wands, you've ended something that was, let's say with the RIP, dying. You've ended something that was dying or that was going to be toxic or like a death trap or something that would have been entrapping. It could have eventually ended something that was important to you. You've changed your destiny. You see, you were going one way and now you're going to another. With the Three of Wands, you've changed your destiny to you moving towards your something favorable, something that you will celebrate, something that you will love, something successful because of the celebration here, something that you will love. Exactly. That's exactly that. And you're excited about this new journey. You've just protected yourself from something that could have gone terribly wrong due to the comfort zone and zooming in too much on your fears. To you with Venus, one of your big and main cards here, to you moving towards the path of great abundance, happiness, celebration, and protection in your life. Good for you. Yeah, you've mitigated something that could have been toxic. It looks like it's growing, but it was really dying. You see? And now that we've taken a look at your shift in your destiny, let's now get your guidance. I'm really drawn to reading your significator card in terms of your guidance. So let's open up bargaining, your card. Am I missing something here? Oh, there we go. So it says, are you sacrificing too much in your pursuit to maintain the familiar? It's very close to, it's the same idea that we've been channeling here. Bargaining often emerges from a profound desire to control life's erratic and uncontrollable events. This stage often serves as a transitional journey. Oh my God, that's exactly what we've been seeing. Moving us from the initial shock of unexpected developments towards a slow, albeit reluctant, acceptance of the new reality. In our efforts to recover a piece of our former lives, we may find ourselves agreeing to conditions less favorable than what we once enjoyed. This tendency is rooted in the belief that such compromises are crucial for reaching a settlement or preventing additional losses. Yet, while bargaining, the immediate desire to mitigate our current distress can overshadow our ability to foresee the long-term consequences of our choices. This is profound. Consider, for example, the processes of navigating a divorce or securing a job. The temptation to accept optimal financial terms for the sake of quick resolution can be overwhelming. Underestimating our future needs, underestimating our future needs in these moments may plant the seeds of regret, amplifying a sense of loss as the effects of our decisions unfold over time. I think I'm starting to understand even more about your pile. While bargaining may offer a temporary solace in the face of uncertainty, it's crucial to weigh its immediate comforts against the potential for long-term repercussions. That's why you're like choosing to lean into the discomfort here. Ask yourself, will the outcome leave you feeling anchored by decisions that echo far beyond the present moment? I believe this is your guidance. This is what you want to ask yourself. This is how you're changing your destiny these days. I feel like you're already leaning into that. Maybe the guidance is on how you're leaning into that, that you need to consider. As you're taking that bold move, even in that bold move, don't rush. Don't go, I'm already doing something outside of my comfort zone, and that's already a better deal than what I was already in. Don't fall into that trap. As you are outside of your comfort zone, it is absolutely tempting to just want to settle. Like, for example, the example of the divorce that we're just seeing, taking that step of divorce is already leaning into the discomfort, because you have to change a lot of things about your life and maybe even your children's lives. Even in that time, don't lean into settling something that you know is not right for you, right? Or even for your children, or in your case, in your job. You're already outside of your comfort zone, so don't lean into the comfortable solution. Don't take decisions from a place of being scared or any other emotions that may veer you off course, like shame, guilt, fears, sadness, discomfort even. And go for a walk or do anything that can help you release these emotions so that you can think with the right mindset. What is the right thing to do, even if it's super scary? What is the right thing to do for your future that your future self will thank you for? Is your guidance, my dear pile number one. So that is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck with that. You're really changing your destiny with this huge, bold step. All the best of luck with that. Even in that bold move, remember to do the right thing for your future and not settle. Do the right thing, even if it's going to be uncomfortable and scary for a while. This will put you in the most powerful position. And you are going to be a great inspiration and a teacher for others to follow suit with the right decisions that you've taken. Move towards the impossible. It's not impossible. Listen to your message. I've probably pinned it there for you as well. And this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at how you've just changed your destiny. Pile number one was so interesting. I can't wait to see how you've done it, my dear pile number two, and what you've done exactly and how your destiny is changing. And these are the decks that I'll be using in your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them at any point, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. All right, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful tiger's eye. Your significator card is the common ground. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, as well as Aries. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We'll take a look at your oracle cards first before we complete the reading with your tarot cards. So, You've got concentration. And you do see all of these beautiful animals so focused, aren't they? Right, so it's a professional quality card, concentration. The keywords are serious work, stability, focus, visionary, involvement, personal rigor. So they're all focused here to get what they want, which is what they're thirsty for, right? And you've got the mentor. Maybe some of you just got a mentor. Maybe you are following the guidance of an expert or a doctor, perhaps. Maybe. So you've got fog, right, where you can't see and something is teaching you. And you know, it doesn't have to be like a mentor. Like maybe you are listening to a podcast, or maybe you are listening to online guidance. Maybe you're looking at what the people who got what they want, what they've done, and you're following that. I don't know. Because of the fog here, it looks like you weren't really able to see, and now you're concentrating. And maybe as you're concentrating, you're learning. I think at this point, I'm just guessing. We'll have to wait for the full picture. We've got Moses here, leading others. Are you the one leading others? Maybe in this pile, you're the mentor. You're the mentor and you're helping others find what they want. Still don't know how this is changing your destiny, but it's what I'm picking up so far. So we've got Saturn in Leo with generosity. And you've got the Sun in Aries with assertion. Very interesting. I really need your tarot cards because I'm not sure how they're all coming together. Right, so you've got the Six of Pentacles with generosity again. What? No, that's really interesting. I'm actually going to keep that right there. Or let's keep it there so that we have a complete picture. I think it would serve me better in reading your cards. So you've got the World card with completion. The Six of Wands with victory. The Page of Swords with inspection. The Sun card with clarity. And you've got the King of Pentacles with loyalty. We've got a lot of Taurus energy in your pile. You had Taurus right there. So, what are we getting here? World card and Six of Wands. You're able here to you were able to complete something and win at something. And that's beginning a new page for you, a bright new page full of abundance with the King of Pentacles. In fact, when we're talking about abundance, generosity seems to be a strong energy in your reading. I don't know, I'm hesitating to tell you this since it's on the other channel, but something interesting happened yesterday. I went on a walk to channel a quick message for the other channel, the Zodiac channel, and as I was channeling, I saw exactly this butterfly, and I'll actually show you a video right here. I saw a butterfly on my path. I'll show you right when I finish telling you about this. And as I was talking, I saw this butterfly on this flower, and then I said, oh my God, this is so cute. I was intending to put it in the channeled message, but when I was editing, I felt like it suddenly distracted the flow of thought that I was channeling, so I didn't end up putting it in the video. But I will show it to you here. Oh my God, look at this beautiful butterfly. And it looks like it wasn't meant to serve that other message, which I will link for you anyways in the pinned comment. You can click on it and check it out. It was a very powerful channeled message. Maybe you're meant to hear it. But it seems like this butterfly was for you. And so here, there's something about you noticing something on your path. In this pile, look at all the eyes looking somewhere else. So it's kind of like you couldn't see, but you've noticed something on your path that's leading to your success and your victory. So let's now, the looking, the concentration. You focused on something that you weren't paying attention to. That's perhaps your signs or spirit was trying to show you, and you captured it, you've noticed it, and because of that, it looks like you were able to understood or be guided by what actions to take. Oh my God, I'm starting to understand. I think this pile, maybe you have listened to your guidance in a tarot reading, a dream, right? A dream. Somehow in this pile, you couldn't see what to do, and you got your guidance not from an online, although please, you could have maybe gotten your spiritual guidance through someone online, but it's not for most of you necessarily through a mentor that you went to visit or someone online. It looks like in this pile, as crazy as this may sound, at least for me, maybe it's not crazy for you, but it looks like you were assertive with the sun and Aries. You got this guidance, you were able to pick up, it looks like spirit is telling me to do this. And it might seem crazy, again, to me, not to you, but you actually took steps towards this guidance. And it looks like this is what your pile is congratulating you for. It's like, congratulations, you saw the guidance. You saw your guidance and you are now following it with confidence. That's everything, because it looks like this guidance with completion here is showing you the way to do something properly, to complete it properly. It helped you find your balance with the Six of Pentacles, to do things at least in the right way. So you're already on a particular path. Maybe you were going to take a wrong turn, veer off course perhaps or something. And you're like, oh, I'm getting strong guidance. I'm seeing a sign that is telling me to do this, to do it in this balanced way. So you are now going to be able to see there's a fog here, and suddenly there are all these big eyes looking in another direction. So now you're able to see clearly what you need to do because you're following that guidance, following that prophecy, following the prophet, following a prophecy. And now you know where to go clearly with the Page of Swords, following that clear guidance. You can see it clearly. It's showing you how to get to what you're thirsty towards. This pile wants to achieve something that they're so thirsty for, that they really want. And Spirit is helping you get there. Spirit is helping you stay true to the abundance that you want to get. And my dear pile number 2, you are going to reach your destination and you are going to get your abundance. This will require a lot of focus, a lot of needed energy of being stable. That's thus the balance here. It will require you to follow this vision that you understand now and put a lot of serious work into it. Yes, you will really require to slay a particular dragon, like a particular big task or something big. You have to tackle something big that you know you should do. And you're going to be doing that. You're going to be following this guidance. And because you've just picked up on the sign very well, and you started to take action, you've just changed your destiny. You're going to get there. You're going to be amongst those who were able to reach to fulfill what they're very thirsty for. King of Pentacles. I have a feeling that I want to take a look at your sun card. Which deity is in this sun card? Is it perhaps Saraswati? Seeing the guitar and the pen. Let's check. The sun. You can't see what's in front of you, can you? Here, let me undo the blindfold, which is exactly what I felt for you in this pile. You've just taken off your blindfold, and through this guidance, you're like, I can see what's going on. I love this pile. It's even the pile that's been picked by spirit. So very spiritual pile here. Any case, so keyword clarity. Up close and personal. A beautiful goddess by the name of Saraswati. Exactly. But that's obvious. Sits and looks in your direction with joy. Very nice. It's like spirit is really proud of you. The goddess Saraswati is really proud of you on picking up these signs. Her metallic red and green clothing flutters as the wind passes right through her. Her clothing glows in immense bright and burning colors, like jewels. Unknown to you, this goddess comes from a world in the solar system where nighttime and darkness don't exist. Lies and deception are always uncovered. In her world, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. From time to time, other sun goddesses as well as sun gods of all pantheons pay her world a visit. Those who are blinded or unable to see clearly are recruited to her world and stay there until they are able to see again. You're so lucky you've been contacted by the light. So nice. So due to her immense illumination from the sun's rays reflecting off her blue skin, everything lightens up. She gets closer to you and gently opens your eyes as her peacock dances and sings in celebration. I love your world, pile number 2. Soon after, this goddess whisks away. All that's left swirling in the air are sparks and small fireballs floating aimlessly. So it looks like you've just gotten some guidance and you're following that guidance. It makes absolute sense. You are seeing with the eyes of your logical sense, and better yet, with the eyes of your soul. You see the truth in everything, which gives you the privilege to accept or decline things that may benefit you for the greater good. So you have open eyes, you have eyes to look for what you need to do. Yeah, big eyes. You're visionary. You've got visionary here as well. You're able to see things clearly, both in the physical world and in terms of your spiritual guidance. And in this phase of your life, it's taking you places. I'm so curious, what sign did you pick up on here? May I ask? It's so magical and beautiful. 7 of Swords, treachery. You've seen a trick. You've seen like a loophole, something that you could have fallen into. I think or through deception, through a lie, or through a trap. Maybe you've seen through a trap. Something that was somehow a trap. Okay, lovely. So you've gotten guidance. Be careful, that's a trap. Handle it properly. And that is going to take you places. So let's now take a look at where you're going and how is your destiny changing. We do know that it has to do with a lot of abundance, obviously, generosity, King of Pentacles. So it's clearly abundance for this pile. Right. So let's see where you're going and how things are progressing, your new destiny that you're moving towards. Queen of Swords with Oops, so sorry. There we go. With fairness. Five of Swords. Defeat. This is Alice coloring the roses red. The Lovers. Ultimatum. The Transformation. We can see a transition here. And this figure is standing strong. Is not afraid of anything, really. Nothing is scaring her. It's like, yeah, I'm not scared. The Strength, Fortitude. Wow. Here we have a powerful Hindu goddess. Let's see who it is. Let me check. Oh yes, Durga, of course. And it says something so interesting. I'm just going to read this line to you. So from the heavens and among the Hindu deities, her divinity, the Hindu goddess Durga, along with her mystical tiger, manifest before you. The tiger can smell her weakness and intimidates her only to test her. But Durga, she knows and can see the root of weakness and fears. As you can very well see, she holds weapons and rewards in her 6 hands. The baton, pitchfork, and sword are needed to break away from fears. The golden Sudarshana chakra and the 2 pink lotus blossoms will energize her courage after mustering the strength to overcome her apprehensions. As for the tiger, he will serve as a reminder that self-power and willpower are 2 criteria that she needs to invoke. So it makes me think that before you saw this guidance with the 5 of Swords, it looks like you were covering things up, acted in a defeated way towards something that was like bullying you with the 5 of Swords, or to avoid pain with the 5 of Swords, to avoid pain, to avoid something that's bullying you, not fighting back for your rights. Because we've got ultimatum here with the Lovers. So it looks like a situation here that you were going through on your path was kind of presenting itself as an ultimatum. This could be a person in your life or a situation. It's like, that's what it is, take that offer, take it or leave it. And so you're like, fine, I'll take it. And in your situation with the Queen of Swords, with fairness, you started doing things by rationalizing it rather than moving from the heart. That's the Queen of Swords, doing what's right and not being affected or swayed by the heart. So you're like, you're standing strong with the Queen of Swords. You're like, hey, wait a minute. I don't have to accept this ultimatum. I don't have to accept defeat. And with the coloring of the flowers here, it looks like you're changing your environment to suit someone else or to suit something else. You're like, fine, I'll just do it like that. You were acting in a defeated way. So thus the tiger and the intimidation here, something in your life was scaring you, was intimidating you, and this is why things were so foggy. Had you not been intimidated or scared, you wouldn't have been so lost for a while. And through your guidance, you saw, what did we see? Your guidance was you picking up on the treachery, right? You picking up on the trick. Exactly. So here, you realize there should be no ultimatum. It's like you're saying, no, I'm not going to be defeated and take something just because I'm afraid or because I don't want to lose it or something. And you found your power with the strength card, with fortitude. This is like here, mental fortitude with the Queen of Swords. You're like, right, that's not fair, and you're regaining back your balance with all of the scales we see in your reading, and you're not accepting defeat anymore. Through your guidance, spirit or your guides were able to show you that, hey, this is a trap. Why are you falling into this trap? Yes, you want something to get there properly. You want to be strong. You don't want to go there through fear. And in this process, you yourself, you're going through a huge transformation. You're building mental fortitude. You're building strength. You're learning how to stay strong amidst the things that used to scare you with the dragon here. You're becoming more assertive. And that's going to pay back in a huge way for you, my dear pile number 2. That's going to give you back generously. You're going to get what you're thirsty for by knowing that you should follow what's right rather than feeling defeated with a specific ultimatum. You're like, I have a choice with the Lover's card. I don't have to accept this ultimatum. I can go through these fears, transform through this process. And by the way, when it comes to what's happening in your destiny here, not only are things transforming, you as a person, you're transforming, and not just mentally, but you're changing. You know how when we go through something that we were afraid to go through, we change as people. Let me find an example to try to relay what I'm trying to say here. Let's say you were avoiding a test. You were doing everything that you can to just avoid this test. You're like, please, I'd do anything and avoid this test. You talk to your professors. You try to negotiate, hey, can I give some homeworks instead? Can I do this? Can I do that? You're so afraid of this test. Let's say this test has to do with public speaking, right? And you're trying to avoid that. You're trying to find any way in which you can avoid this test. And so finally, your professor gives you an ultimatum. Your professor's like, no, you can't miss out this public speaking score thing. I mean, if you really, really want to, and that's like, because you're like, I can't do this and I can't do that. If you really, really want to, the only way you can miss this task is for one reason or another, you have to stay another year in university. I'm just making things up as I go. Obviously, I'm just, you lost me there, but just stay with me, right? They give you an ultimatum. This professor is like, you have to do all these credit hours. You have to do something, and it's like way what sounds like fair. Or this professor, to make it more believable, it's like, if you don't want to come, that's more believable. Half of your score, you're not going to get half of your score. You're barely going to pass or something. So initially here, you're like, yeah, fine, I guess I'll just pass. And it affects all of your other scores, the average of your score. And you find yourself having to do so much in the next 3 years just to get back the scores that you've lost in this subject. So instead, you're like, why am I doing all of this to myself? Why don't I just face my fears? Why do I have to accept this ultimatum? Maybe I should be toughen up and do it anyways. And through that process of you summoning up your courage and preparing that presentation, it's like, it's something that should take a week, and you do that presentation and you get it over with. So you summon up your courage, you research well, you prepare very well, and although you're shivering and you make that presentation, through that process of you making that presentation and presenting your very well researched thoughts and being super focused on what you're presenting, you realize that perhaps you were worried and shaky in the first 5 minutes, but you've done so well. You've actually enjoyed the next 20 minutes of you presenting what you had to say, and a lot of limiting beliefs break in the process. You think you aren't going to show your points very well, that nobody's going to like or respect what you're saying. Everybody seems to like it. Everyone seems to respect. I mean, you're making a sound argument. Your professor likes what you're presenting, and you ace it. Let's say you get an A. So a lot of limiting beliefs start to break down. You're like, hey, I can do public speaking. I did so well. Hey, I can present my opinions and research really well. I can this, I can that. And you as a person forever, you change because of this one experience that you decided to pick up on. Let's say your sign here is do the presentation, and you're like, what? Whoop. I don't think I can do that. And once you start getting into it, you start getting creative, you start picking up on ideas, and you decide to be strong and not have to face so much consequences just because you are afraid of something. It's better to lose a little, if this is any loss at all. Maybe you're not going to lose anything, by not taking this ultimatum and doing the right thing for you. Whatever situation you're in, it seems like this person, this company, this professor, whatever this is, can sense that you are afraid. Don't make anyone make use of your fears. Transform these fears. Use this energy to transmute it to your favor, to become a stronger version of yourself. And so in this way, you are changing as a person. There's so many things that are going to change about you as you decline this ultimatum, make another choice, and not change into something that's fake, that's unfair, that's not right. Maybe you're dealing with a harsh person, because this reminds me of the Queen of Swords that's always going off with her head. Or maybe these are your fears. Maybe these are the sounds of your fears. And here you're really standing up for yourself and standing up for what's right. You're being assertive. And that's the balance that is needed in the situation that you're currently in. And this is how you're changing your destiny. You're focusing, you're doing some serious work in order to get to where you want properly, which is huge, generous abundance. And my dear pile number 2, would you like me to read your message, Common Ground? If you would like that, I'm going to do that right now. I did it for pile number 1. The Common Ground is your card, and see your final message from Spirit, especially since this pile is really guided by Spirit. Common Ground. In today's deeply divided world, the vast chasms separating our beliefs can make even the simplest acts of coming together, such as sharing a meal or planning a project, seem daunting. We often find ourselves living, working, or interacting with people whose values and ideas starkly contrast with our own, to the point where it's astonishing we inhabit the same planet, let alone the same community. Yet, I can't help but recall, without sounding too old, the days when engaging in dialogue with those holding opposing views was not only possible, but enriching. Despite never swaying to one side or the other, we found commonality in the subtle spaces of agreement, lubricating the gears of progress in other areas. You know, guys, before social media, where we had to share in real life, not on the internet, our opposing point of views, we really knew how to share these point of views and be respectful to each other, and learn to even a lot of the times find common ground. I think with the internet, when we found that there are huge tribes agreeing with our opinions on each side, that art of learning how to get along is really decreasing, because each one in their minds now, each one knows, oh, I have a lot of people that agree with me. Oh, I have a lot of people that agree with me. And so we're always in this ultimatum of we're going to agree to disagree. And we never just look on the other side to find common ground. I don't know why I said that, but it just reminds me of the opinion of the author of the deck. I loved what she said. Perhaps it resonates with you. In any case, for you with the balance here, you're learning to see both sides. What you're looking for and what needs to get done properly. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at how you've just changed your destiny. These are the decks that I'll be using. If, of course, at any point during the reading, you feel like you want to know the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Lodalite. Your significator card is the bargaining card. Speaking of which, that is exactly the same card that popped up in pile number 1. And it's crazy. I didn't even know that this particular card is repeated in the deck. Like, what? Is that even a thing? But yeah, today we all find out. And so I would say if you are drawn to pile number 1, I highly recommend it. You might find that it's also your pile. Okay, and if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, of course, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Leo. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it and take a look at your cards. So you've got Jupiter. You've got the card Parliament. It's a place, obviously. So the keywords here are a dangerous place, political party, court, sports club, management, responsibility, function. Okay. You've got the Orphan. And you've got Mars in Cancer with Squirrel. Like maybe there's like a political argument or something, and you feel like you're alone in this, maybe? Let's find out. It is bargaining after all. Perhaps you're trying to get your right, you're going through something, and you know that there's like a lot of maybe political games, and you have to be very careful how you discuss things, how you negotiate things with bargain, and especially that you feel alone. At least this is what I'm picking up here. I think I'm going to wait and see and take a look at the rest of the cards to really find out what the situation is, how you've just changed your destiny, and what is it changing into. Actually, since I've just said these 3 questions looking at your reading, how about we create 3 rows, each one answering these questions. So here we're taking a look at what the situation is. Then we'll be taking a look at, oh, I forgot my 3 questions already. Oh, how you've just changed your destiny and what is it changing into. Okay, so what is this situation? We've got the full card upright. Everything upright I will keep in line. Unless it's reversed, I will push up. You've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is screaming political, because using the power and the good things in the wrong way with the Queen of Wands in reverse, using resources in the wrong way also with the King of Pentacles in reverse. So using power and money and resources in the wrong way. You've got the King of Wands upright. Oh, look at that split. The Ten of Swords in reverse, right? No, the Ten of Swords upright. Excuse me, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse. And the Five of Pentacles also in reverse. Very interesting. So that explains the situation to us, what we're looking at, which part of your life where you're changing your destiny, right? So where are you changing your destiny? With the Fool card upright, it looks like there are new not developments, there's a new direction, an entirely new direction in the area of your life where you feel like you're trying to, as discussed, bargain or negotiate. I feel like the lighting is really harsh. Hold on, let me adjust that. Okay. So you have great luck there with the Jupiter card. You're going to start experiencing a lot of great luck. I don't know yet what you've done that's changing your destiny to you being the one who's very lucky in this situation. But if I look at your cards, actually, it does explain something here. With the King of Wands and the Ten of Swords upright, it looks like you've decided to take back your power, despite the fact, with the Ten of Swords, that you feel a lot of pain. You've decided to take a strong action. If I look at the Fool card, you are doing things in a new way. You're dealing with the situation in an entirely new way. Because the person you're dealing with, or the company, or this entity, organization, whatever this is that you're dealing with, is using their power and their resources in the wrong way. These are both reversed. I think they are aware, they're absolutely aware that they're using it in the wrong way. There's head-to-head here, where you feel like you are alone. Maybe this person or this organization is supported by many, because it's a parliament here, like there's a lot of people, but you're alone. But I will say the good thing with a parliament is that it represents the people, and it's all about the representation of freedom of speech, the voice of the people, the voice of the individual. So there's maybe something organized here that can help out. Or it could be saying the very thing that's supposed to take care of you, or the person, or the organization, or something, may be the very thing that's making you alone. In all cases, disregarding the initial idea that I got here that it's fair, maybe it is talking that the very thing that should be there is corrupted. Perhaps this is what this is talking about. This is why with the orphan, I think this is the one I'm going with, because with the orphan, this is why you feel alone. The very people, organization, power that should be there for you are the ones that are making you feel alone. So what's going on? How are you changing your destiny? I would absolutely say with the Ten of Swords and the King of Wands, it looks like these people are using your pain point with the Ten of Swords. It's kind of like them twisting your arm with something that they know is painful for you. Here, you're stepping up with the King of Wands. Thus, we have equal powers facing each other. you've done something recently that shows that you're not going to have your arms twisted in this way, or you're not going to back down because you feel that extreme pain with the 10 of Swords. And I think the pain point here seems to be regarding two things. Their reliance on maybe your need for money or the resources that they're giving you, right? So they're giving you specific type of resources that you really, with the reverse, that you really rely on here, that you're relying on. And also they're convenient. So to them, these people or this person, they feel with the Hangman in reverse here, that it would be an absolute inconvenience for you. That's the pain point. To disregard them, right? For you to stand in your power, you will have to stop relying on the resources they're giving you and the convenience that they are giving you. And we see it here in this Five of Pentacles in reverse. Here, the regular Five of Pentacles, they're in the lack. Here, this is a figure who may not have much, but is in her energy of gratitude. She's in a peaceful mode. She is making the best of what she has, and she feels grateful for it. So it talks here about how you are reversing your destiny. You're facing this great corrupted power by taking another direction. You are, with the Fool card, taking a risk here as well. Was it pile 1 or pile 2 that was taking a risk? I can't remember. In any case, if you're drawn to pile number 1, you'll find out. But all I can say, you see, you've got the dove here again, the dove. I believe by you being peaceful, making peace with the fact that you are standing in your power, letting go of the resources that they are twisting your arms with, letting go of the convenience they know that they are giving to you, and being grateful with the situation, although it will lack so much. You're not living in that lack, and you're choosing your peace here and choosing to take a different direction. You're like, okay, I see you're giving me these resources, this convenience, but you know what? Thank you very much. I'll be able to do well without it. And that's how you're standing with great force towards this person or this organization that seems on the outside with Parliament like they are listening to you, that they have your best interests at heart, right? It looks, with Parliament, it kind of like looks like it's managed, it's organized, it's listening to what you want, right? But with Orphan, it makes me think that it's not really listening to you then, is it? And these cards make me feel like they're, in fact, the way they're relaying the fact that they're listening to you is through the convenience and the resources, when really they're using it to twist your arm in one way or the other. And you're saying goodbye. You're packing up light and you're saying, no, thank you very much. I'll take the little and goodbye. That's not convenient for me. And that's how you're using your power in front of this huge thing, huge corporation, huge organization, scary person, whatever this is, to bargain or to negotiate your rights, your power back. And I will say right off the bat, before we see how you're changing your destiny in that way and what effect it's going to have in your life, you can see with the Jupiter card that you're going to be very lucky with that type of negotiation. It's a very wise one. And it, with the squirrel, it always reminds me of planting the seeds to use it for the winter, to use it later, that later turns into an oak tree, right? So this reminds me, and oh yes, of course they did. Forget it. My apologies. So it makes me think that you might be in this inconvenience for a while, but what you're doing today will benefit your tomorrow with the Jupiter card with such great luck. So you might be enduring these lack of resources and inconvenience now, but if you live in gratitude and go on your journey light, you will be doing your future self a great service, and your future self a great service by standing in your power today. Right, so let's take a look, because you're changing your destiny as you're watching this reading. So you're either about to do that, or maybe you've decided to do that right now. Let's see the progression of this changing of destiny. How is it looking like? Ooh, Knight of Wands right off the bat, upright. Again, anything in reverse, I will push up. Yeah, I can push up on the cards, no problem. You've got the Six of Swords in reverse, so that's up. The Three of Swords in reverse, up. Looks to me like you're not moving. Six of Swords, you're like, let's stop everything we're doing here, right? Six of Swords in reverse. You feel empowered with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, nobody stands in front, in their way of them getting what they want. So you're now feel empowered. Nothing can stand in your way with that sort of power. Like they were using these things to control you or manipulate you, whoever these were. But now that you've stopped things, you're the one who's in power, and nothing with the Knight of Wands can now stand in your way, because that's all they have. A Three of Swords, are you enduring pain? Yes, but you seem to be again happy. You're doing fine. You're like, yeah, what's the expression? Get it on, or I think it is get it on. Yeah, show me what you got. I'm fine. Okay, you've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And the King of Swords in reverse. You've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. Ooh. You're really making them think. King of Swords in reverse. Someone who felt like they were in their power. They're still in power, but they're like, oh, we've made a mistake here. This was a mistake. Let's see. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, trying to snatch it back or something. We'll find out. And you've got the Six of Cups in reverse here. I feel like there's Six of Cups in reverse, regret over what was, because perhaps you and this person, you and this company had an otherwise good relationship. Here, there's the thinking of what was. Right. So let's think. You're doing something smart with reversing the Nine of Pentacles here. It's like we could both benefit, but since I'm not benefiting, you can think I could leave, and you could think like you have all of this benefit to yourself. Right, go ahead and apply what you're happy to apply. Is like, oh, I got the power, it's fine. Initially, it looks like this other party thinks they've won, only to realize that this was a mistake with the King of Swords, because they're gonna try to snatch it back out of illusions here. I'll show you what the significance of this is in a moment, but just finishing the outline. there's this person, King of Swords in reverse. This power starts to regret what they've done. They think they got it, but then they go, is it really better to part ways? Can I try to get it back? There's something about worries here that you really are going to be stepping into your power. I feel like they will try to gain power, but they won't be able to because you already gave it to them. And what only remains is the regret of how they handled things. I think you're going to make them rethink their plans. The thing is, though, when they're rethinking their plans, they're going to, maybe with the Seven of Cups in reverse, feel like they have no choice. The card of choices. Oh, okay, I got it. So you leave them. They feel like, we're in power. We have this. I have this. Only to realize, hold on a minute. Maybe I won by not giving this power, but this person is giving me no choice because they don't want any of this. That's a huge realization there. They're gonna try to take it, but it looks like they will fail because this hand is very relaxed in how it's holding its pentacle. It's kind of like trying but failing. And what's left is for these people to realize that perhaps they made a wrong choice, because the destiny reading starts out by you showing that nothing will stand in your way. You'll stop everything with this person or with these people. You're enduring the pain beautifully, and you're walking away, leaving them with what they think, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, they think is amazing to have. That they've won this, that they've got this, that they're in the better situation. Only to realize that they've made a mistake. This was not a good plan. They will find, thinking, we're in the better situation now that this person left, only to think, oh my God, we have no choices. We have made a mistake, and we can't reverse this. We can't take it back. You walked away. You're not taking resources from them. You're not taking the convenience. What are they taking back? And so the reading is showing that they won't really be able to take anything back. The hands are curling at the ace, trying to take something, but not able to take it. And so right there, they're thinking they got everything, realizing that they've got nothing, and that it was a big mistake with the Six of Cups to lose you, because the relationship was actually well. Yeah, so something about them trying to take back, but with the curling, realizing that they can't. Again, because you've left off everything, what are they going to take? Only left with regret. I think I've explained this part well. So, how does that have a huge consequence on your life? Because the reading here focused on this person or organization's regret. It seems like it's part of your story, part of your luck or something, maybe part of the bargaining. I don't know. We'll find out. But nothing for you is standing in your way, because you've decided to endure the pain and not continue to move forward. Okay. Yeah, you left off. You're like, yeah, you think that's great? Good for you. Keep it or something. What is the result for you? So you've got the Eight of Cups in reverse. And reverse, we push up. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. See, it's like Three of Pentacles, you were both collaborating with something peacefully. Here you've left off something. You're like, I'm not part of this. Okay. The Moon card, upright. The Hierophant, upright. Wow. The King of Cups in reverse. The Nine of Swords in reverse. The Emperor upright. Emperor, Hierophant, a lot of power here. And the Lover's card in reverse. Right, so the results. Eight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups is leaving. I don't know why this Eight of Cups in reverse gives me an idea of returning. I think the Eight of Cups in reverse is returning. So a return or something. A return. This person returning. Oh, your significator card is bargaining. It's not over yet. Okay. They realize they can't use their power. You've left it. Oh, it's like a hand is giving and a hand is taking. It's like, here, you take back what you want. They realize that they have no more power, that they have no choices and no power, that they regret that you're not there. So there's a return with the Eight of Cups. There is a return coming back. This time with the Hierophant and the Emperor, you're in a very powerful position. You've got a choice of, the Lover's card is a card of choice. You've got a choice, which you will turn down, by the way, with the Lover's card. It's your choice, you know. This is, when we look at choices in destiny, it means that it's destined for you to have a choice. You can take it or you can leave it. But it looks to me more likely, reading your energy, it looks like you will, in reverse, you will choose not to take it. Or maybe one's giving, one's taking. I think I should wait a little bit before I say what this is. Let's take a look at the cards carefully. So they're returning, especially with the Three of Pentacles, after realizing properly that the lack of collaboration there wreaked havoc. And sorry, can you see your card? My apologies. There we go. It wreaked havoc. Everything has fallen since you've been gone, kind of thing. Everything's falling since you've been gone. This is when they realize your true power in this whole dynamic. It's like, only when you left did the bargaining really happen. You thought you were alone. They thought they had all this power. By you walking away, it shows where the power is actually. Because when you walked away, things fell with the Three of Pentacles. Things fell drastically. And there's a new understanding with the Hierophant. What's right and what's wrong, who's got the power, how things should have been handled. Clearly, when the unknown has been revealed. So without the unknown, you showing the unknown by walking away and showing them the other side that they haven't been seeing, both of you thought that the power was there. By walking away, the unknown becomes known, learning, the Hierophant, Moon, unknown, the unknown becomes fully known. The whole picture appears. And the real power shows where the actual power is. So, it's kind of like a manager and an employee, for example. This manager is the one that pays the salaries, the one that makes sure that this person has the job they're looking for. So the employee in this example would be under this person's corrupt orders and bad behaviors and all of that until they go, you know what, maybe I won't have that job. And that's not easy to do, of course, but you've in whatever situation you're in here, it looks like that's fine. I'll be okay. Maybe I won't have what you're giving me, the convenience and the wealth or the resources here, but I'll be fine. That really shifts everything, because now there's a new scenario that nobody looked at before. The manager or the employer starts going, oh my God, well, now this person is not being controlled by this money and this convenience, but my company is falling apart. So was it really the right thing to do? Who's got the power now? Especially if this employer needs this specific employee due to the experience they have and understanding of their company, for example. So that's just a quick example to try to show you what I mean by the unknown now being unknown. Learning about the unknown. If this person chooses not to be manipulated this way, would it be okay? So it looks like you will figure things out with the Hierophant. You will learn how to carve your own path, you will learn how to get to your desired destination. You will learn how to have your own power, which is going to trouble this person or this thing that you are inquiring about even more. I feel with this particular King of Cups that they will try to seduce you, try to give you a bigger offer than before, try to make you feel like you're valued, coming from, of course, not the right intentions with the King of Cups, because with the right next to it, with the Nine of Swords, it looks like they're absolutely stressed and anxious with the situation, especially observing you being in a position of power. Again, the Emperor shows that by now, you've built something for yourself. You're doing good. You are sitting well on your throne. You're doing fine. And so it becomes even more stressful with this person trying to get you back, bad intentions with the King of Pentacles in reverse, trying to show you that they care in reverse, trying to maybe give you something big to try to get you back. But obviously you're in your power here. You're very happy. And just like I said, the Lover's card in reverse is saying no, choosing to say no. You're choosing instead to build your own empire. And usually with the Emperor, their empire is still empty in the beginning, but they've got the skills, they know what to do. And here I see that you're in a powerful situation. You're on your way to getting there. Maybe it's not as evergreen as yet as this situation, but everyone can see you and them, that you're now planting the seeds and you're making your empire grow. You're doing very well and you're happy. And you know with the Emperor that you're going to have your own big thing or amazing thing or amazing person or amazing another company or your own company or whatever this is one day. You're doing good on your own. Maybe it's not perfectly there yet, but it's absolutely a fertile land that you can plant and grow things on your own. They might even come and try to collaborate one way or the other, try to get you back, try to collaborate in another way. They will really try and see what they can do. Obviously here it doesn't look like they have the best intentions. They're very stressed, but it's your choice. The reading is open with your choice. It's open with your choice, but it closes with the fact that you will be in your power and that you'll have your own thing that's ready to grow for you, to prosper for you. And there is nothing standing in your way. So if pile number 3, you're feeling alone now, don't feel alone. You're about to reverse this situation. You're dropping everything and you are doing your own thing, which will very soon put you in a very powerful position. So just a few cards to see what your powerful position is, my dear pile number 3. The Death card in reverse. The Four of Swords in reverse. The Four of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse, you're too closed off of outside influences. Meaning that your power will be in the fact that the outside won't be able to hit you. Whatever they try to do, maybe the economy or whatever happens in this situation, your power that they're looking at and that you're feeling is that you are closed off to what's happening on the outside. It's not affecting you. And so too closed off, the Four of Cups in reverse means nothing on the outside is able to affect you. We know in which way with them, but it looks like everything else, nothing. And perhaps you are moving towards your dreams and they are empowering you to stand your own ground. You're not relying on anything or anyone to affect you. And so you're moving towards a destiny where your own power allows you to stand strong where nothing would affect you. If anyone tries to affect you mentally, it's not going to work. If anyone tries to forcefully end something for you, it's not going to end. It's like you're standing on your own 2 feet, strong, absolutely closed off, or let's say fully encapsulated, if we can say that, from anything on the outside world. And because I don't know what this situation is about, but there's an element of, with the Four of Swords, you can't, like, if you're not being controlled by convenience and resources, you're not either being affected by mental manipulation. You're not being affected by when things end. Yeah, especially when things end. It's like nothing can get to you. You are in such power and you have great potential to grow what you have, and nothing will be able to affect you. No bargaining anymore. No, hey, take this, take that, it's gonna be good. You're not taking it, you're good. And that stresses this other party very much. You have a fertile ground that you're very happy to grow one day, and completely closed off. Nothing can come near you. Not ready to take. With the Four of Cups upright, you're not taking anything. Not taking anything, especially mentally, because I did notice some emotional manipulation there. Not taking that, not taking ending if that person or that thing tries to stop things for you, or if things in life stop, you're good. See, you're enclosed from all of that. Whatever wants to end, whatever wants to go, whatever wants to happen. It's kind of like the minute you walked out and did your own thing, it doesn't matter anymore, anything. You're relying on your own self. And that is exactly what I see, my dear pile number 3. This is your change in your destiny. Congratulations. And I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.